Welcome back to John T. Chinese. This series of program is intended as a supplementary exercise to the HSK Standard course series, which is to reinforce your knowledge and help you to comprehend and memorize what we learn in that series of program. Okay, the first class, lesson one for HSK Standard courses is 你好. Right. We will go through the initials that we have already learned. Okay. So the first one is, do you remember? Yes, it's read as 波, 波. Yeah, just as like how you pronounce B in English. Okay, it's almost totally the same. Like in back, that the bo, although it read as bo, but the function of the pronunciation is similar with the English b or this bo. Okay, and the second one is ho, ho, just like in the word pope, pope. Here, for some speakers, I know they might read this one as not papa. Some of you might read this baba. Okay, it's not, you should not read in this way. 波, 波. Okay, and also I know that for Arabic speakers, you seem not to have this one in your language. So you need to pay special attention to this sound. But it's not difficult, but you have to always be careful. For example, the word apple. Okay, in Chinese, it's called 脱营平歌果苹果. You cannot read it as bingo. Okay, it is very incorrect. You just need to pay attention. But this P sound is typically not difficult for Chinese learners. Just pay attention. Okay. The third one is more. More. It's also an easy one. You can just regard it as how you read it in English, like mama or mother. Okay, it's a quite easy one. The next one is the for. It's also similar with the English for. Okay, just like the how you speak the beautiful word. Okay, for. Okay, the official Chinese name of this letter or alphabet is for, but its work, the function is same with the English F. The next one is 的. Okay, just like when you say date in English. 的. Next one, 科. For example, in today or teach. 和. Here you need to really separate these two, because also in some of the languages, this the and t seems to be pronounced very similar. Okay, but in Chinese, it just distinguish as it in English. It is totally different. 的 and the 特. Okay. Next one, 呢. Okay, 呢. Just like in no. It do not have any function with this letter. Okay, in Chinese, there's no such kind of things. It's just pronounced as ne. It do not have any other sound. Next one, le. Le. Okay, length. Length. L. It's just like the English L. These are all very quite easy, extremely easy. Just almost same with how you read it in English. Okay. Next one. Okay, excuse me. We go first to go through this one. This one is G, as you see how you read it in the English gate. Okay, gate. It should always be the English gate. Okay, it do not have any sound like the French G or the English G as in giraffe. Giraffe, if I didn't spell it wrong. It's wrong. It's not the Japanese or Gabonese or maybe in the word Gabon is okay, but uh, typically you cannot read it in the French way, and also not in the English giraffe way. It's just the G. Okay, G. And next one is K. Okay, the G is for gauge, gate. The K is for this one, cage or check. Okay, this check or cage is the equivalent to the Chinese K. Okay, it also should not be difficult. I think most of you can separate these two, but actually, talking about myself, how you read this word, the country's name, Qatar. Okay, if you are Arabic, a Gulf Arabic speaker, I noticed that some of you may not separate this. It's read the Qatar or Qatar. Even up to now, I still have no idea. But if you read it in Chinese, you have to separate. This is Ge, this is Ke. Okay, I think this is also not that difficult. Okay, so next one is He. He is also as you see in English. Hello. Hello. Okay. It should be more like the hate. It is more clear, not as hello, not very 100%, but more like in hate. If you want to have the to catch the feeling of saying the Chinese he, just say hate. It's almost totally same with this one. Okay, or like the Arabic, this letter ha, the most normal ha, and not this one nor this one. It's both very incorrect. The Chinese sound goes always from here, this part, not so deep, not this so uh, near the mass incorrect, in the middle, just like when you speak English. When you speak English, you do not have that kind of sound. Okay. Also, you do not have this kind of sound. Okay, it's just normal as you speak English. Okay. And also for this letter, this he, remember, do not read it in any French way, where you do not pronounce it. It's incorrect. Okay, just he, as you read it in English. So all from here, you can read it in the English way. Just be careful of this one. It should be in the gate in English. Okay, from here down, it will be a little complex for many foreigners. Okay, even some minorities, Chinese minorities who do not use Chinese or Mandarin as his mother tongue. Let me first read it. I will read these three letters, then I will later give the explanation. Ji, qi, xi. Okay, can you separate it? Ji, qi, xi. Up to now, at least you should be able to tell these three letters are not the same. Ji, qi, xi. Okay? By the first time, especially some of the speakers of some certain languages, you might have very big difficulties to separate these three. It is quite normal for the first time, but you will learn it and know how to separate step by step. Don't push yourself. Okay. So the first one, this is ji. It is a little similar with how you pronounce it, this letter in the English. For example, July or jinx. Okay. But remember, if you cannot separate the English G with the Chinese Ji, you at the beginning you can read it in the English way, but you have to know it's not like these letters. This G is a little different with the English one. Jinx, 金可死 July, 鸡 okay, 鸡 okay, and for some of the Spanish speaker, how you gonna read this word? I do not if you read it Gina or China or China. It seems that some Spanish speaker, I do not 100% sure, but when I've tried it, I find they are speaking all of these three Chinese sound totally the same. They can read it Gina, China, China. They seem to not separate it, but here this one, if you really have difficulty understand it, the sound, you just need to always try. Muchacho. When I say muchacho, it is this chi sound. Okay? Chi. I do not know which language is this word from, but maybe Spanish, maybe English. Chaluba. This chi is for this Q in Chinese. Qi, for example, you speak this letter 7. Okay? You say qi, qi, yi, qi. And this is ji, ji, qi. Okay, next one is xi, xi, xi. For this X, it's a typical letter in Chinese. There's me myself, the most common names that start with X. Almost 95%, they might be Chinese. Xi, for example, you know President Xi. Okay, that's our current president. His surname Xi. Xi. Okay, here I remember there was a very splendid thing when Donald Trump says China is going to purchase a lot of American product. That is what she says. It's very amazing. You know, it is not the English SH. Okay? You cannot pronounce it in Donald Trump's American way. It is not xi xi. It is not she she, as in the English word she. It's totally incorrect. That is not what she says. That's what she says. Okay. So how you pronounce this Chinese xi x? Maybe some of you, you might have understanding for the Japanese. When the Japanese people, they say ya sa. They do not say ya sa shi. They said ya sa shi. Okay, if I do not mistake it. And when you go to the Japanese cuisine, uh, they do not read it as sushi. Okay, instead they read it sushi. Sushi. Okay, or the name ya, not yashiro. They read it yashiro. Shi. That is how typically, almost in Japanese way, I read those words is equals the Japanese sh is equals to the Chinese x, which is read as xi. Okay. Okay. Later we're gonna go through the finals.